Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and drowning is one of the most unnecessary and annoying deaths you can have in Minecraft because it's always something you essentially cause yourself because you just go underwater too long, you look at the things down there, you see some squid in this weird hole and you get distracted, and then by the time you realise your bubbles are low, you're too far below the surface to actually get above it. And I figured what I'd do today is I'd give some little Minecraft pro tips and give you 5 ways to actually breathe underwater. So what I mean when I say breathe underwater is essentially give you like air bubbles so that you can go access the surface and stuff. There's no way to officially create gills in Minecraft. There's always glitches that can do that, but I figure here are like proper in the code ways that will help you out, and they're using items that you probably have in your inventory. At least one of these you'll have in your inventory. So yeah, let's do this, shall we? So we'll start with the most common and then we'll move over to the less and less common stuff. So let's start with the torch or the ladder, and it also works for the sign and the redstone torch, but mainly these two things. So the torch, if you have one with you, all you need to do is find a wall that is 2 blocks above you like this, so for instance here, and if you just place it on that wall, it will create a quick air bubble, and then as soon as the water gets it, it will give the torch back to you. So you don't actually waste anything, and you get free air. So this is one of my favourite little pro tips. I'm actually doing this wrong. There we go. And it basically allows you to, just get infinite amount of air from your single torch if you just have one. And if you have multiple, then it's just, placing torches. You can just spam them all over the wall if you want to. So yeah, really easy way to get air pockets. Means you can go down pretty deep if you need to go into a massive trench if you find one. Say you find a ravine down there or something. Also works with the ladder, which makes a permanent one, which you can break yourself. I prefer the torch because it's more common, and it's also, just it breaks itself rather than you have to break it. But if you want a permanent one, so you can just go from over there to over here, for instance, you can do that too. So that's something that offers. The sign works too, but it's slightly less reliable. So let's move on to method number 2. If you don't have a torch or a ladder on you, and you're like, oh no, Toycat, should I panic? No, you should not. So if you have sugarcane on you, that's always nice. You just plant some like so, and you make yourself a little air pocket. So as you can see, you can plant them below the sea for some reason. They don't get broken by water, and they give you a nice air bubble. So I can really picture this being used for a really cool little... Oh, wow, you can like jump pretty high out of these. But I can picture this being used for a really cool minigame where you have to go from one of these to one of these, like checkpoints, and like having an underwater parkour that you drown if you fail. That sounds a little intense, but you can do that. Also, if you don't have sugarcane on you, then a wooden or a iron door will do too. So as you can see, you can move them either way, and you get an air bubble under here. So that also works for an underwater house or something like that if you want to, and it's just an option. So that's number 2, having a door or sugarcane. They're essentially have the same purpose. They make a 2-high little thing that you can just place on the ground. So moving on to method number 3, if you if you're down there, if you realise soon enough, you can probably get to the surface and you don't have enough time to punch the dirt. What I recommend you bring is a shovel below with you, because basically you can make a little air pocket like this by having a gap like that. And if you make another block, because right now, just while I'm standing here, I'm going to start choking for some reason because there's a weird glitch. But if you go further in, so you make a 2x2 hole in the cave, then you can just sit here and this can be a little air hole. So then if you want to go in again, you just patch it up, I guess, and then once you go in, you go in. So yeah, that's one way to make an air hole, and shovels are something quite a few people have. So you don't have any weird items on you, you just have your sword, your shovel, your axe, your pickaxe, etc. So you shovel a hole in the wall. So assuming you don't have any of that stuff for some reason, then let's say you have a bucket on you. This is a little more hit and miss than the other things, because it only works in some grounds. Basically, if you're on a flat surface and you go diagonally downwards, or even upwards works the same, you can basically make a temporary air pocket like before. Again, once you waste it, you have to actually let go of the bucket to do so, like this for instance. But you can make a constant air hole if you really want to, like this. It's just a little unreliable, and honestly, buckets are kind of last resort. They're not always reliable. Like I'll show you for instance, like they don't work in weird places. Like if I go in this trench and then I press upwards, they just won't let me. Like I'm pressing left trigger down, just not letting me do it, except there for some reason. So yeah, no idea what that's all about, but there's some weird kind of caveats to the bucket that might not be desirable. So the 5th and final way is a way lots of people overlook. That's kind of cheating because you probably won't ever have it on you, but if you just carry on you all the time, will save you a lot of effort. That is the respiration helmet. So this won't actually be damaged by being underwater, and if you ever just realize you don't have one on, then you can be like, oh wait, I'm losing bubbles extremely fast. Then you just quickly put it on, and what that allows you to do is it will mean your bubble counter goes down by, I believe, like 4 times as slow, so that you can stay underwater for truly, impressive amounts of time. Like I could probably swim this entire riverbed all the way over to there before this runs out. So if that sounds like a thing that appeals to you, just always keep a respiration helmet on you. It will save you a lot of time. You just want a level 13 enchantment on a helmet, and you have a pretty good chance of getting it. Also, if you have night vision potions, you can use it in night vision potions and aqua affinity. You can actually use it to like mine stuff underwater. So you want lots of clay. It's a good way to get that. that, and that's what that's useful for. So yeah, there's that. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Just in case I didn't mention at the start of the video, I am going to Eurogamer this Saturday as I upload this video. So if you see me, if you're going, then you can say hi, and I'll say hi back. That's the way the world works. Other than that, like the video if you liked it, share it if you really liked it. I figured I'd do a more simple video that helps you avoid a more common death. If you like it, let me know, and I can do more kind of basic stuff, but lots of more less basic than basic ways to do basic things. So that was the most times you can say basic in a few seconds. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.